Very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to start with class 3rd computer science, and from today we will start our revision part. Okay, in this session of the class I will try to cover and explain you the shortcut keys and the puzzle, and then the question answers related to the chapters which are in the syllabus. Okay, the already I have provided you the PDF, but once again I am here and I will explain you the things to you. Okay, so let's just start with the first thing, that is the shortcut keys. So first one, shortcut keys. Okay, generally the shortcut keys are the combination of keys. The shortcut keys are the combination of the keys when more than one key is used. Like suppose we use, if you want to print your document, you can press control, you can press the control button of your keyboard. Okay, press and hold it, and then on the same time you press the P, you press the P key. So the combination of these keys will happen, that the action is related to this key, and it is used to print the document. So there are different number of combinations of keys are available, and this combination of keys are generally known as the shortcut keys, which are generally used to perform some of the actions and which make our task more easier. The shortcut keys help us to make our task more easier. So the first one is to open, suppose the first one is to open a new document, a new file. To open or create a new file. Suppose if we are working in MS Word or the word processor program, and here you want to create a new file, you want to create your own new document. So what you can do, that either you can go to the file tab, then from there you select the new option, or instead of doing all the things, what you can do is that you can directly press the key combination which is used for creating the new document, and as soon as you press the particular key combination, it will automatically opens the new program window on your screen, and it is ready to create a new document or file. So the shortcut key for this is Control plus N. Control plus N. There are two control buttons are there on the keyboard. You can use any one control button. Along with that, you have to press the N, alphabet N, and the result of this action is that it will create a new, or it will open a new program window for you, and where you can create your own new document. Okay. Now the second one is to open dialog box. Now this particular action is required when, if you try to open any existing file. Suppose if you have already created some document, like suppose if you have written any story on the computer, okay, using the word processor you have written one story and you have saved it. Okay, now if you want to open that particular story again, and you want to make some editing or modification, changes in that story. So what you can do, in order to open the file which is already saved or which is already created and saved in the computer, is that you have to open an open dialog box. Okay, you have to, what the step to follow to this is that you have to, first of all, you have to click on the file tab. From there you choose the open option. You choose the open option, and then an open dialog box will appear. From there you select the location of the file, and then you select the name of the file. Click on the icon of that particular file, and then you click on the open button. The file will be, the file which you have already created and saved in the computer will be opened on your screen. So to make this task easier, what you can do, you can use the shortcut key, that is Ctrl plus O. Ctrl plus O. Okay, and it will, as soon as you will press the Ctrl plus O shortcut key, it will open the open dialog box. A open dialog box will appear on your screen, and from there you can immediately select the location of the file where you have saved the file, and then you click on the file icon which you want to open, and then your file will be opened for you. Now the next one is to copy the text. In order to copy the text or file, okay, to copy the text. Suppose if you want to create a duplicate copy, or if you want to make a copy of a particular file or some text, okay, or you want to move that text from there. So what you can do, you can copy that file, okay, copy that file, and in order to copy the file, what you have to do is that first of all you have to select the text, select the text, file, or the folder which you want to copy. It can be anything, can be copied, and before copying it, the most important thing is that you have to first of all select that particular object. Either it can be any image, if you want to copy any image, or you want to copy any text, you have to select it, and after selecting you can use the shortcut key or the key combination Ctrl plus C. As you click on this, the particular text or the picture will be copied, and then you can go to the new location where you want to move it, and there you can paste the text or the picture. In same way, if you want to move the text or the file or the image from its original location permanently, if you want to move it from there, okay, so what you can do, you can cut the text. In order to cut the text, you can use the shortcut key Ctrl plus X. You can use the shortcut key Ctrl plus X, and it will cut the text or the image which you have already selected. And then the next one is to paste. To paste the text. Now, the purpose of using the paste command is that if once you have copied anything or you have cut any text or a picture, you want to use the paste command. You have to use the paste command. Like suppose if you want to create a duplicate copy of one file or a text, you have selected that text, you have used the copy command, the text or the file has been copied. Now you go to the new location, you move to the new location, and then you use the shortcut key for the paste, and the particular text will be pasted there, and now the same text will appear on both the locations, okay. Whereas if you use the cut command, if you have cut it from the original location, you paste it here, then what will happen, the text will disappear from the original location and it will appear on the new location. The shortcut key for paste is Ctrl plus V. Ctrl plus V. Okay. It is clear. To open or create a new file, you have to use the shortcut Control plus N. Then to open an existing file, the file which you have already created. In order to that, you have to open the open dialog box, and to open dialog box, you have to use Control plus O. To copy any text file or a picture, you have to use the shortcut Control plus C. To cut the text, you have to use the shortcut Control plus X, and to paste the text, Control plus V. Now the next one is to save the file. Okay, now once you have completed your document, you want to save it for the future. You want to store that particular file or a document on your computer for the future use. So to use it in the future, you have to save the particular file. So in order to save a document, you have to use the shortcut Control plus S. You have to use the shortcut key Control plus S. As soon as you will press the Control plus S, it will open a save as dialog box. It will open the save as. If you are saving the file first time, if you are saving any particular file or individual file first time on your computer, then it will, as soon as you press the Control plus S, it will open a save as dialog box where you can give the name of the file, select the location, and then the file will be saved on the computer. Okay, and suppose if the file is already been saved, once you have saved it and then you have opened the file, you have made some changes in that, and then you want to save it. So then if you press Control plus S, then it will immediately save the file. It will save the file in the background. You will not able to see any dialog box appearing there. You do not need to give the file name again. It will automatically save the file on the system as soon as it gets the command to save the file. The next one is, now if you want to create a same file with another name, if you want to save the same file with another name, you can use the option of save as option. You can use the option of save as option. Okay, where it will provide you the option or the feature that the particular file with some changes can be saved in the same location with different name. Okay, and you can have the original file also and the new file also. So in order to open save as dialog box, use the shortcut key. Just you have to press F12 key from your F12. You have to press the function key on the top of the keyboard. On your keyboard, you can see different number of function keys are available from F1 to F12. So, in order to open the save as dialog box, you can directly press F12 key from your keyboard, and it will open the save as dialog box for you. Now, the last one is to print the document. Once you have saved the document, and along with that you want to take the printout, or you want the hard copy of that particular file. Okay, you want the printout or you want to print it on the paper. So what you can do, you can print the document, and for this you have to use the shortcut Control plus P. You have to use the shortcut key Control plus P. As soon as you will press the Control plus P combination of the key, it will open, the print dialog box will open, and from there you have to select the printer and then select the document which you want to print, page which you want to print, and then you click on the print option. The document or the file will be printed. So these are some of the shortcut keys which are important for you to be learned and clear. So you can note it down. As already I have provided you the PDF of this, you can do it from there also. Now we move to the puzzle part. We move to the puzzle. Okay. In the end of the chapters, there some puzzles are already been given there. In the end of the chapter, that is puzzles have been given. So the first one to keep a text somewhere after cutting or copying it. So the first one is to keep the text somewhere after cutting or copying it. So whenever you cut any text or a file, or you copy any text or a file, so what you need, the purpose of doing cutting and copying is to either you want to create a duplicate copy of the same file, or you want to move that particular file from one location, one place to another place. So to keep the text somewhere. So once you have used the cut or the copy command, we have to use the paste command. So the correct answer is paste. Okay. Now the second one. This is the another name for cut pasting text in a word. This is another name for cut pasting text in Word. Okay. So if you are using the option of cut and paste, so the main purpose or the main thing what you want to do is that you want to move that text. Or the file. So the name of all cut and paste text in the Word is move. The correct answer is move. Okay. Now the third one, to keep the text preserving the original position of text. To keep text preserving the original position of text. Okay. To keep the text preserving the original position of the text, that means you want to keep any text or the file on the original location also and in the new location also. You want to keep the text or the file in the original location as well as on the new location also. And the name to this is that you can name it as a copy. You want to, it is known as copy. This is the feature that is known as copy feature, which helps you to preserve, that means to keep the text or the file in the original location as well as on the new location also. Okay, now the next one, the fourth one, to preserve some file for later use in computer. Later use in computer. So the correct answer to preserve some file for later use in computer is that you want to store the file or you want to keep that particular file or the document which you have created in the computer itself, which can be used in the future also, and the term, the name given to this particular feature is save. The name given to this feature is save option. By using the save option, you can preserve the file or you can keep the copy of file within the system, which can be used in the future also. Okay, now the fifth one, name of search engine. Name of the search engine. The name of the search engine. There are different number of search engines are available. Like Google, Bing, Yahoo, Ask. Okay, many search engines are available where you can use the search engines to type any information. Suppose if you want to search any information over the internet, you can just type the particular information or the text there and you can press the enter key and the search engine will help you to get to you the proper result regarding that particular topic or the subject. So, but there are different number of search engines are there, but the most commonly used search engine throughout the world is Google. The most commonly used search engine is Google. Okay, now the next one, sixth one, disadvantages of using internet. One disadvantage of using internet. There are different number, as we have already, when we are discussing about the chapter, we have discussed that the internet has its own, it is useful for us, it is very much useful for us, and it has its own advantages, but along with the advantages it has the disadvantages also. It has the some number of disadvantages also, like hackers, threat of hackers. Okay, they can hack your documents, they can hack your computers and steal your informations. Then the virus threat, attack of different virus threat which can damage our systems or the files, which can damage our computer systems or the files which are being stored in the computer. Then the quick spread of wrong informations. Okay, the quick spread of the informations, as it is very common platform today, and the quickly we can reach to the different number of group of people throughout the world. So you can spread any information within some fractions of second. So it is has also some disadvantages also, because if you do not know that the particular news or the information which you are going to share with your friends or relatives is correct or not, and by anyhow that particular information is wrong, then what will happen, that you are spreading the wrong informations over the internet. So it is one of the disadvantages. The another one is fraud. There are different number of chances that fraud can be happen, because nowadays through using the internet we can use the internet banking, and we can use the banking services. All the payments and everything can be done, or you can buy the goods, you can sell your products over the internet, and there can be a chance of fraud. So one of the disadvantages of using the internet is fraud. Okay. The next one. The next one, name of search engine by Microsoft. 7th name of search engine provided by Microsoft. As we have already discussed that there are different number of search engines are available, and one of the search engines which are being developed and provided by the Microsoft Corporation is the Bing. The name of the particular search engine is Bing. Bing. Okay. Now the next one. Online substitute. Of writing letters. In earlier days, the people, when they want to have some conversation with our friends or the families we are living far away from us, we used to write the letters to them, and then we used to post the letter in the post office, and then it takes some time to reach there, and then they reply. So it was the very long time consuming process. Nowadays we have online substitute. By using using of the internet, we have substitute for that. We do not need to write the letters and send to them. You can write the letters on the using your computers or smart device, and you can use the feature, this particular feature, and you can reach to your friends and families within a seconds. And the name of the substitute or the feature is email. Okay, so using the feature of email, you can reach to the large group of people or anyone who is living very far away from you, and you can share your information, pictures, you can send them some documents, whatever it is. Okay, so this is how we come to the end of this session, and I hope that this particular session will be useful for you, and you can prepare all this for your upcoming exam. Okay, till that time, thank you and have a very nice day.